What's going on, man?
Dario.
Good. Do you have 5 for an interview?
Yeah, sure.
You do? Can I live stream and record you? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Thanks for your time. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm Anthony.
Dario.
Dario.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You having a good day?
Yeah. So far, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Very steady.
That's awesome. I'm a little worried about this Ashley Madison hack, quite honestly. You know, my data's out there and my wife, I'm just joking.
Heard about it though.
Yeah, I know. Sounds
It
sounds pretty tragic.
Yeah.
So Dario, what I'm doing is just chatting with people like for 5 minutes to see if they believe in a God and why.
All right.
And I don't know who I'm going to talk to. It could be a non-believer or a hardcore believer or whatever, anything in between.
All right.
Is that something you feel comfortable talking about for 5?
Of course,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
of
cool.
course.
What do you believe in any gods?
Yes, I do. I'm
You do?
Eastern Orthodox Christian.
Oh, interesting. Eastern Orthodox. Have you ever taken a few minutes to reflect on why you hold the belief?
At times when some things aren't going exactly as I hoped that would go.
Yeah.
And I kind of sit back and just like, can my belief, pull me through, and more times than not.
If you, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you saying that if you have a difficult time, you find yourself...
Yeah, I find myself, reflecting on those kinds of things.
You reflect on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think reflecting on a belief is a good or a bad thing?
I think it's more of a good thing. If anything, it gives you a chance to, really think in depth about obviously what you believe in and how that, influences your life.
Sure.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. Sort of test the waters every once in a while?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. I mean, I've never had to have doubts in my belief.
You never have doubts in the belief?
I mean, I don't want to exactly say have doubts, but be like, why am I, a Christian? Why I shouldn't be? I never, have a mentality. I try to stay as positive as possible.
Do you not allow yourself to have doubts? Or you just never doubt?
It could be a combination of both, but I try to be positive.
This morning, before my wife and I left, we each have a car.
Okay.
But I've been having car issues.
Right.
And before she left, I woke up really early to test my car to make sure it started. Because if it didn't, then I'd want her to give me a ride here. But it did.
Right.
Would you agree that that's a situation where I used doubt? Like I doubted that my car would start.
Yeah, it never hurts to.
Can you see in that situation where me having a little bit of doubt maybe could have been a positive thing?
It could have been if your car engine didn't pull through. Then that would have saved you.
Even though I woke up early and maybe missed 20 more minutes of sleep, and the car started, would there still be some advantage to me testing the car to see if it worked and having that doubt to do the check?
Yeah, it kind of puts your mind at ease, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did actually. And I went back to bed and I slept really good for 20 more minutes. And then when I approached the car, I didn't really have any worries about it. Like there was still maybe at the back of my mind, but I know that I had checked it, I verified it. What is different about doubt in the example that I gave and the doubt that you maybe don't allow yourself to have or you don't have when it comes to this belief?
Well, I mean, it's a great question. I mean, just give me a second. Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah. So I guess the similarity is that if I ever have a doubt, I'll kind of think, check as you did. You think when you checked when you had a doubt about your car. And I guess I, at times, like when things weren't going good for your car, or when things aren't going good in my life. Not that there's been anything overly tragic, but yeah, I kind of sat back and thought. So I guess there's some similarity there, but differences. I guess I try to keep my mind thinking that I shouldn't have a doubt, so I try to keep my mind on the positive track. So
I want to repeat back what I think we've come to here,
okay.
And if I'm off, please correct me. And I apologize for my voice.
No problem.
In regular everyday life, you might see doubt being a positive thing, and it could be beneficial to employing doubt because maybe a person can make better decisions because of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, and if I'm wrong, please stop me.
All right.
But in this case of this belief, you don't allow yourself to doubt. You don't see doubt as a good thing, but maybe something that's harmful or not permitted. Am I reading too much into that?
I wouldn't say that I don't allow doubt to enter into my mind.
About this God belief?
About I've thought about it before.
Is just thinking about it equivalent to doubt?
In a way, it could be. Now that I think about it, yeah, it could be. Because if I had no doubt whatsoever, I'd just be like, no way.
Oh, if you had any doubt about the belief, you would.
Yeah, if I had no doubt about the belief, I'd be not be thinking about those. Thinking about
I got you.
Those scenarios.
Okay,
so,
I see what you're saying.
So yeah.
Because you do think about it, you're saying that's because I have a little doubt?
That you could say that, yeah.
Okay.
You could say that.
Because again, if I don't want to put words in your mouth, so correct me if I'm wrong. What would you point to as something that would cause you to doubt the truth of the belief in the Eastern Orthodox God?
As in like a tangible thing or anything?
Anything, yeah.
I don't know. Now that I think about it, I feel like I gotta be in that moment. I don't know, I guess I think just things just keep going downhill and downhill, and then you kind of seems like there's like no way of turning things around. So I guess during the whole process of that downhill roller coaster, during the process, but then I mean obviously you will make your way back, and I guess that reassures my belief. So
okay, are you saying that you could have negative experiences in your life that would cause you to doubt, but there's nothing that would ever keep you down because you would always snap back up on your confidence that the belief is true and that you have no doubt?
In a sense, yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Well, how would you ever figure out if this belief isn't true if you could never point to an experience or say, well, if I doubt it, if I experience this kind of doubt, I would completely discard this belief. Are you locked into this belief for the rest of your life?
I probably am. My family has been, and I mean, it's all part of the journey.
Yeah.
It's all part of the journey.
I guess I'll ask one last question.
Okay.
Do you feel? Are you comfortable talking about this? Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable at all.
Not at all.
Do you feel like you have a duty to maintain this belief and prevent yourself from letting doubt cause you to completely discard the belief?
Yes, I do. I feel like it's important for me, for my family. It's important for us.
For you and your family?
Yeah, and whoever has a belief, or if they don't have a belief, to not really allow the world influence that. I mean, it's part of who you are. So I think it builds up your personality too.
You said you feel that you have a duty to it, and because you mentioned your family. Do you think that, like, if you ever did experience significant doubt and you lowered your confidence of this belief by half, what would be the fallout? What would be the reaction of the people in your life?
If I still have my family, basically.
What would their reaction be if you said, Mom and Dad, I've experienced some doubt and nothing's snapping me back up. I'm not really sure about this belief.
I think they'd support my mindset at the time. They wouldn't, want to, revert me back to the belief.
They would refer you back to the belief?
No, I don't think they would refer me, or keep me during if I was even half doubting the belief. They wouldn't wanted me to say, no, you got to go back to that belief. That's who you are.
Oh,
I think that they'd be supportive if I ever did that. So
okay,
they try to help me, maybe slow my thinking a little bit.
Well, what duty do you have to maintaining the belief at such a high level of confidence where you don't allow doubt, and if you do find doubt, you find yourself going back up? Who's the duty to, if not your parents or loved ones?
To God, to myself. I'm here for a reason to make this world a better place. I think that's part of my duty, of my belief, to influence the world in a positive way.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, man. Hey, dude, I really, really appreciate that.
No problem.
And
No problem.
I've got a card with my email address on it, so
Okay.
if you want to chat again, if you see me out here, I'm not chatting with anybody, please
All
come
right.
up to me and we'll
Appreciate
talk
it.
again.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it was my pleasure. Thank you.